Hey guys, how you doing? Right here again. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, it's Nitrokyosho. Today I just want to talk about, guys, a couple of upgrades that came out for the Sab Goblin 500. We all knew this was coming. I told you in other videos you're going to start seeing the upgraded this and the upgraded that and this and that. But this was some issues that people had with them, so they decided to fix it, which is pretty good of the company. So I'll give them 2 thumbs up for that. Apparently, what was happening was the main gears were starting to melt upon hard use. And they were getting sticky. These gears here, the black main gear, and they were starting with the aluminum pinion gear, starting to like stick. And I had asked about it, inquired about it, and they said it was happening either in hot climates or in hard 3D. But they made a new gear, a new main gear here. This is the old one, but I'll take that off the pot after and I'll show you the new stuff. And apparently they added more carbon to the gear. Now this isn't the kind of a, it's called a main gear, but it's not the same as like on a T-Rex. The T-Rex main gear has the bearing in it. This does not have the one-way bearing in it. The one-way bearing is underneath there in the pulley system. So it's set up a little different. But they also gave steel pinion instead of the old aluminum one. Let me take these out of the bag here. I'll show you the old ones. Okay, this is the old gear here. Now the new one's got all metal around here. When I take this off the pot, I'll show you where I'm pointing. And this is the old aluminum pinion. Now, like I said, I've heard mixed reviews about this whole thing. Sab was kind of saying that this was just like a precautionary type upgrade type thing. I have a friend that did melt. I actually have 2 friends that melted these gears and had to replace them with this new one. And like I said, the new one has more carbon in it, so it's not going to do that. And the aluminum tends to get sticky too. It can get, if it gets too hot, and that's what was happening. It was sticking to this pinion. Neither of the people that I knew, one is a buddy of mine and another is a subscriber, neither of them resulted in a crash, but eventually it would have. I upgraded because I fly in some hot climates here in New England. It gets up in the 80s and the 90s, and I just wanted to do it as a precautionary thing. I don't think they would have released this stuff if they weren't finding they were having problems with it. So like I said, I think it's a nice thing that the company did do it. On the other hand, maybe it should have been kind of a recall thing for Sab owners, and you didn't have to pay, you know, for the upgrades. But that's basically it. Also, I upgraded the motor. I had the HK3 4020-1100 on here. For general flying and very mild 3D, that motor, there was nothing wrong with it. But I decided to go with the 4020-1350 to give it a lot more punch. I'm starting to do some harder 3D stuff now, and I need that power there. So I don't know, guys. I mean, you know, like I said, you're going to see this updated, that. Luckily, this helicopter had come with the updated high-performance head. If you had the 630 or the 700, you had to go back and upgrade to that too. So, one more little note for Goblin owners. The pinion that I had in there, I had one shim when it originally went together. The shim would not go back in there with the new pinion, and I took a pair of dial calipers and measured the thickness, and the new one was a little bit thicker, so you don't need to put the shim back. They did make it a little bigger so you can eliminate the shim. And one more thing I'll show you when I get that off of the pod. Another couple of little tips on this thing. But other than that, guys, you can leave it like it is, or you can do the upgrade like I did. It's really up to you. My buddy is not doing it, and he flies pretty hard. He said he's going to wait and see if anything happens, or if it's just a gimmick right now. But like I said, I do have two legitimate buddies that it did happen to, so most chances are, if you're flying in hot weather and hard 3D, that it probably will happen. So anyways, let me take the camera off of the pod and I'll show you what these things look like. The gear looks basically the same, both of them, other than one is a different color steel, and this one has the upper part is metal and not plastic. And also they gave the right bolt with the new pinion. I'll show you that too. This type of bolt is weaker than like a shoulder bolt, they call them. I actually have one here, so I'll show you the differences. And then we'll get this off the pod. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but this screw here that went through the pinion has all the threads from the head all the way down, you know. And this one here is the type that should be there, that they did replace it with, which does not have it, because those threads make the bolt weaker. Alright, so this only has the threads at the very end where they should be, like with the Align helicopter. So you're going to get a stronger pinion bolt. So let's get this off the pod, guys, and I'll show you these up close, what they look like. And try not to shake and make anybody dizzy. Okay, so this is the old one here. You can see the difference. That one in there is steel and this one was aluminum. And you'll see the difference between the gear. Okay, this one was all plastic on top, and that one has a metal insert to it. And that's basically it, guys. Another thing to look out for, let me move this helicopter out a little bit here so we can try to get in there and show you. Let me see if I can show you a good picture in there. Alright, you see this belt in here, guys? When that is on that pulley, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but I have it spaced. You have to have it perfectly spaced in the middle, so there's a little bit of the pulley on the bottom showing and a little bit of the pulley on the top. And the way you get that right is to adjust your motor pulley. And it tells you in the book, you know, if the pulley is riding low, then you got to raise this up. If it's riding high on the pulley in the back, then you got to bring it down. So, and you want this belt centered in here too. Bert Kammermeer had put a video out about some people that were having crashes resulting in that. You want to make sure, guys, that that belt up here is even on there. And you can do tests with, I did a test with the blades off on the bench, spinning it and watching it. But you want to make sure that that's riding in the center. That's very, very important, guys. Alright, Bert said there was a lot of guys blaming the company, but they clearly tell you in the book how to do it, how to adjust it, and how to measure it. So you got to really pay attention to all the detail on these things, guys. You know, I had Align helicopters for many years, and you get to know them things inside and out. And when you bring a new helicopter into your life, there's a lot of new characteristics and a lot of new things to know about, learn about, and figure out. So that's it for this video, guys. If you want to upgrade, you can do the upgrade, or you can wait till you see some wear or some heat and sticky buildup on that main gear there. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitrokyosho.